A young doctor gets banned from practicing medicine, but he keeps doing it. After years of effort, he finally succeeds in discovering a rare cure, but before he can tell others, his work gets stolen. Kowloon is a place located among mountains and seas with thousands of stunning islands. 2 of them are known as the medical islands. Patients travel thousands of miles to find treatment for their disease in the Kowloon hospital that lies in the bigger island, while the smaller islands are mostly composed of houses and markets. These islands offer first-rate medical treatment, and there isn't any sickness that can't be treated here, except for one disease that haunted the masses for centuries. It is the dark spirits. All that doctors can do about it is to extract the dark spirit and seal it in a safe place underground. But this treatment leaves the patient drained out of energy and affects their appearance. All doctors are helpless before the evil disease except for one. He is Bai Zi. He has refused to give up against the dark spirit and dedicated his life to find a cure. In this attempt, he has neglected his other patients. Moreover, he experiments his new techniques on the patients without thinking about the consequences. Bai Zi is a disciple of the chief of hospital, but he doesn't bother to ask for permission before his experiments. Bai Zi gets a dark spirit case and excitedly tries his new technique. The chief is looking for, and Bai Zi's classmate Huo Ji tries to distract him. The chief finds Bai Zi anyway, and gets shocked to see the extreme treatment he is practicing. Fortunately, his treatment works and the patient is cured. Huo Ji is really impressed and admires his friend. In response, Bai Zi keeps saying that he's the greatest doctor in the world. Before the chief can question them, an emergency is announced. The dark spirits have escaped from the underground storage. The 4 senior doctors try to stop the spirits but fail. The chief tells Huo Ji and Bai Zi to evacuate the patients, but Bai Zi wants to destroy the spirits. The chief explains that the spirits are indestructible, but Bai Zi doesn't listen and exhibits his 5-element mantra. At first, the spirits seem to be defeated, but the next moment they become even stronger. Bai Zi has provoked them. He still wants to continue his risky spell, but the chief orders him to stop. The magical fluid of the sea, called the weak water, suddenly rises upward and forms rain. It calms down the spirits, but Kowloon Hospital is completely destroyed already. Due to Bai Zi's disobedience and ignorance, he is thrown out of the hospital and banned from practicing medicine. He is not even allowed to continue his research on the dark spirit. 7 years have passed. Everyone has left the bigger island, and a new hospital has been constructed on the smaller island. The chief has gone on an unknown journey, and the hospital is under the control of Huo Ji. Patients still suffer from dark spirit possessions, but now the extracted spirits are thrown in the sea instead of getting stored underground. Every day, hundreds of patients come to the hospital. Some have a headache, while some have stomach issues. But the worst are the ones affected by dark spirits. One such patient is Kushan Shen. He changes his mind about getting treated and he tries running away. The guards rush to catch him, but he gets abducted by someone else. It's no other than Bai Zi. He has continued his research in secret, but needs a patient to experiment. He takes Kushan Shen to a luxurious hospital and tells him that he is the greatest doctor who can save his life. Kushan Shen gets convinced and lets Bai Zi treat him. Bai Zi uses his 5-element mantra and it cures Kushan Shen without affecting his appearance. Suddenly, the guards and their head Bifang reach there to find the escaped patient. Bai Zi's luxurious hospital was just an illusion that disappeared soon, leaving behind his old house. Bifang accuses Bai Zi of illegally practicing medicine and orders the guards to catch him. Bai Zi escapes from the window and runs away with all his might. The guards spread around the town to look for him while Bai Zi hides inside a wine pot. He spots Huo Ji nearby and pulls him inside too. Bifang investigates the wine pots, but he misses the one in which Bai Zi is hiding after. After he leaves, Bai Zi gets out and greets Huo Ji properly. He tells him about his discovery and wants to present it in the Kowloon Hospital. Huo Ji tells Bai Zi that before leaving, the chief had ordered the seniors to not let him enter. The election of a new chief will be held soon, and it will be the best time for Bai Zi to show his discovery. Till then, Bai Zi can continue his research with the help of the dark spirit sample Huo Ji brought. Bai Zi takes the sample and leaves to prepare for the big event. To celebrate his success, Bai Zi goes straight to the bar. He even offers to pay for the drinks for all the customers, and he asks them to call him the greatest doctor in the world. The owner of the bar, and Bai Zi's old friend Zhu Wei, is delighted to see him again and asks more about his success. Suddenly, another customer mocks Bai Zi and calls him a fraud. Bai Zi gets triggered and starts fighting. They damage the bar and make Zhu Wei angry. She shows her night tails and threatens everyone to leave immediately. A kid named Yi still doesn't leave and asks Bai Zi to treat him. Yi is a Qilin, a type of demon with horns, but his horn is not growing. Bai Zi tells the kid he needs a herb called Jiao Huan from Bigger Island to cure him. as the island is banned, so he can't be cured. Saying this, Bai Zi throws the kid out of the bar. Meanwhile, Huo Jie tries to convince the seniors to elect a new chief. He has developed a magical barrier, but it can only defend them. They need someone to eliminate the dark spirit. The weak water can't hold the spirits much longer. After a few days, the elections take place. Huo Jie explains the rules to the audience. Anyone who can eliminate the dark spirit will be selected as the next chief of Kowloon Hospital. Many candidates try their best, but all of them eventually fail. Afterward, Bai Zi enters the ceremony. Everyone gets angry to see him because his last attempt affected many lives. Huo Jie takes his friend's side and reminds the audience that anyone can participate in the competition. Before Bai Zi can start, Huo Jie also wants to try eliminating the spirit. He brings his 5 tortoise shells and begins his spell, which he calls the Heavenly Thunder Mantra. It's actually Bai Zi's 5-element mantra, which Huo Jie stole with the help of Bai Zi's disloyal assistants. It eliminates the spirit and leaves everyone in shock. Bai Zi takes out his scroll to show everyone that he is the actual discoverer, but the scroll is damaged and the mantra doesn't work. Huo Jie also uses the sample of the dark spirit against Bai Zi and accuses him of illegal research and practice. Bai Zi is thrown in jail while Huo Jie makes preparations to eliminate all the spirits from the weak water sea. He has the spell, but he may also need the scroll to complete the elimination. Huo Jie asks Bai Zi to hand over the scroll, but he refuses to do so. He uses a spell to distract Huo Jie with clones, and he escapes the prison. Bai Zi ties some lanterns around his waist and starts floating in the air. Bi Fang and the guards are still after him, so he heads towards the lantern bridge, which leads to the bigger island. Huo Jie orders Bi Fang to bring the scroll at any cost. Bi Fang travels in a boat while Bai Zi jumps on the lanterns to reach the other side. Over the past years, the beautiful island has turned into a dark, deserted place. There he runs into Yi, who actually traveled to this deadly island to find Zhao Huan. They succeed in hiding from the guards, but get caught by the tree demon. Yi uses sweet treats to distract the tree demon, and they escape safely. Yi actually knows a lot about herbs and demons, but he can't find a cure to his horn. His last hope is Bai Zi, but Bai refuses to help and starts looking for a way to the seashore. After wandering for a while, they find a place with several direction stones. Yi changes the hospital sign and tricks Bai Zi to believe that it's the direction to the shore. After walking for a while, they notice a carriage passing by. Bai Zi recognizes Kushan Shen sitting in the carriage and tries talking to him. Kushan Shen doesn't reply, but lets Yi ride the carriage. They reach a small colony made in the mountain caves. It is looked after by Mrs. Fang. Her husband was also a patient of the dark spirit. After his death, she dedicated her life to looking after such patients. After the extraction of the dark spirits, the patients become weak and depressed. Their families abandon them, so Mrs. Fang brings them here. She tries her best to help the patients in coming back to life. Kushan Shen finally speaks up and shares his story. He was cured after Bai Zi's treatment, but the doctors forced him to go through the extraction process. They made a completely healthy person fall under misery and depression. After hearing this, Bai Zi starts hating the society even more. Instead of supporting his research, the doctors are being stubborn and practicing this cruel extraction treatment. Yi feels sorry for the patients and tries to cheer them up with some music and dance. Everyone participates except Kushan Shen. Yi goes to talk to him and realizes that Kushan Shen is suffering from loneliness. Yi shares his own story and explains how his fellows excluded him because he didn't have a horn. No one supported him except his father. Saying this, Yi offers to be Kushan Shen's friend. He also decides to ask Bai Zi to cure Kushan Shen. Bai Zi says that it's all the fault of the Kowloon Hospital, and he doesn't have enough time to study Kushan's condition. Hearing this, Kushan Shen loses his last hope and steps out in the desert. Yi begs Bai Zi to at least cheer up Kushan with some encouraging words, but Bai Zi refuses to do so. Kushan Shen falls deeper in grief and depression and eventually turns into stone. That's what happens when a patient loses his will to live. Yi starts crying and tells Bai Zi that he can never be a good doctor because he doesn't care about others' feelings. Suddenly, Bi Feng reaches there and starts looking for Bai Zi. Mrs. Fang has mended the scroll and gives it to Bai Zi so he can escape. After getting out, Bai Zi and Yi part ways. Bai Zi goes to the shore while Yi heads to the old hospital to find Zhao Huan. Yi gets attacked by the dark spirits, but Bai Zi comes back to save him. Surprisingly, his mantra doesn't work, so he uses the scroll to pull out Yi from the spirit's influence. He carries him to the old hospital and helps him look for the herb. They succeed in finding Zhao Huan, but it doesn't cure Yi's problem. The kid gets depressed and lies in a corner. Bai Zi tries cheering him up and promises to find another cure. They lie down to take a nap, but Bai Zi ends up in Yi's thoughts. He witnesses how Yi was bullied by others, and he struggled to meet his dad. After waking up, Bai Zi can't find Yi. He goes and follows the footprints to reach a bamboo forest. There's a small hut and Yi is inside. He has found another Dr. Tengni. It's the youngest disciple of the chief. He also declares Yi's condition incurable. Yi gets depressed again and the dark spirits take over his body. Bai Zi decides to use his mantra, but it isn't working anymore. Bifang reaches there and attacks Bai Zi. Tang Ni finally reveals a big secret. The chief has died. He was the one who summoned rain, but he lost his vitality in return. He came to the bigger island and planted this bamboo forest with his hands in hope of reviving the island. He used to talk about Bai Zi a lot and called him a beam of light who will brighten others' lives. But he must learn how to do that. Bai Zi is having mixed emotions while Bifang blames him for the death of the chief. Bai Zi tries running away and ends up at the edge of a cliff. Bifang reminds him of the lives he destroyed. Bifang's arm was also cut off due to Bai Zi's reckless actions. Bifang wants to punish Bai Zi and throw him in the sea. There he meets the chief's soul who saves him from the dark spirits. Meanwhile, Huo Ji gathers the crowd to show how he is going to eliminate the dark spirits. Bifang brings him the scroll and Huo Ji starts the spell. It apparently makes the spirits disappear, but they aren't eliminated. Bai Zi reaches there and tells everyone that dark spirits are going to erupt soon. As he said, the black spirits appear again and take over Huo Ji. He turns into a huge monster and attacks Bai Zi and others. Huo Ji says that the chief always loved Bai Zi more and neglected Huo Ji's hard work. All he wants is to defeat Bai Zi and prove that he is better. The seniors form a protective barrier around the town, but Huo Ji turns into an even bigger monster and breaks the seal. Moreover, Yi is getting consumed by the dark spirit. Bai Zi uses his scroll, but it gets completely destroyed. Bai Zi doesn't give up and jumps into the dark spirits to save Yi. He gets inside the kid's mind and realizes that Yi is suffering because he never gathered courage to accept his father's death. With Bai Zi's support, Yi finally defeats his fears and revives. Bai Zi has found the weakness of the spirits. It's the light in one's heart. With the help of other doctors and the public, Bai Zi succeeds in defeating the dark spirits with the light of their hearts. All the patients are cured, including Huo Jie. Instead of getting angry at him, Bai Zi treats his classmate politely. Huo Jie never meant any harm. He just wanted his efforts to be appreciated. After a few days, the public gathers to rebuild the town once again. Bai Zi, Huo Jie, and other doctors can work again in the hospital. Yi still doesn't have a horn, but he has learned to get over his insecurity. The dark spirits are not eliminated yet, but the light in people's hearts has become brighter and stronger. If they see a dark spirit again, they will not get scared, and they will just say, "Goodbye, monster." A good doctor isn't the one who has the cure for all diseases. He's the one whose words and encouragement are stronger and more healing than any medicine.